Good evening, all of you. If
Good
you
evening.
people are able to see me and able to hear me, please type in the chat box. Yes, good. So, welcome to the third day of our concept. Being without bond. Last 2 days we had seen regarding the NLP and how it is powerful and how it is impacting us. Then we had tried to understand the each terminology of NLP, the full form of NLP, that is a neuro-linguistic program. And yesterday we had covered about neuro, the first terminology. Now, the second terminology, linguistic, that we will see. Before that, once again, I want to summarize that, what we had learned till now. So, if you will see the neuro, there are 80 billion neurons are there in our brain to control over the 60 trillion cells of our body. And these 60 trillion cells, the body is not able to take any type of action if the signal is green signal or the permission from 80 billion neurons is not coming. Once these neurons will give you the permission, then only this body will take action. Then why this is happening to a lot of people, the resistance to take action? Because there is a lack of enough potential, action potential is there. That means we are not getting the enough action potential as much we require. Then who is stopping that? That is stopped by neural resistance. And if we will see what is neural resistance, then we have to turn into the three personalities of our body, or three sub-personalities living in our self. What are those three? Those three are the dreamer, critic, and your doer. So in dreamer level, we all are equal because all of us, we are dreaming very well. Lot of things. Not only night dreams, we are doing the daydreams also, which are not actionable. Similarly, next one is critic. We can call this the neural resistance. We are getting that from critic only. Its work is only to make us safe, comfortable, and protected. One and only agenda is given to this critic by the Mother Nature is that we have to keep safe, we have to keep protected, we have to keep comfortable. Whatever the challenges, whatever the risks we are trying to take when we want to go for a breakthrough, automatically it will come to our mind in the form of audio and it will oppose us. You will say, if you will do this, you will not be comfortable. So that is the reason we are listening so many audios like this. I am not enough. I am weak in English. This is not the right time, like this. These things we are getting regularly in the form of audio whenever we want to do a risky job or you are taking a bold step. But If you are getting a permission from this critic, then nothing will stop you. So to do any action, that is the part comes to the doer. That is our body, the 60 trillion cells. So what do we have to do? We have to dream as a dreamer. Then we have to act according to critic, but we have to think whether it is giving the good advice or not, or I have to take a risk. Based on that, you have to take the action. Then that will come to your body part, and then only you can able to take the action. So all these are coming into your first part, that is how the neurology of your mind controls you to take a action, whether you are successful or not, or you are failure. All these things are depend on these three things only. Now we will go for the second one, that is your linguistic. If you go for the linguistic part, we can see screen. Linguistic. If you will see, there are three levels of communications. Linguistic means the language and communication. There are three levels in communication. If the first one is your communication with the world. Communication with the world. What actually this one? According to NLP, we are communicating through three levels. So NLP is basically a technical subject, and nowadays we people are getting these NLP things in the normal audience, but previously it was mostly used for the therapists, coaches, celebrities, and high performers. Those people only are able to learn these things. But the days changed. So now, like us, the coaches are giving lot of trainings on NLP to the normal people. Okay, so that is the reason we people are getting these concepts with us. Okay, so if you want to continue a good relation or you want to influence somebody, then you have to communicate in a proper way. So, and that communication happens through this linguistic. That is only that. Linguistic means the language and the communication. And while we are trying to influence somebody, then we need the communication. With that communication only, we can influence somebody. So with the help of these three levels, we can create a lot of influence with in others. So let us see how this communication happens in these three levels. So with that, first level is your communication with the world. So if we will see what is communication with the world, means Suppose you are communicating in the office, you are communicating in the home, or you are communicating with your relatives or friends, whatever may be the situation. So, in this communication, if you want some influence, they should listen to you, means you have to influence them. So, while we are influencing, there again, three parameters depend on that. And in those, first one is your body language. First one is your body language. That is around 55% it covers. 55% of communication with the world is depending on your body language. And 38% of your communication depends on your voice, tone, or the tonality. And 7% of your communication depends on the words you use. That means that is the vocabulary. So if we will try to understand deeply into the first level of communication, that is the communication of the world, if we want to discuss regarding this more clearly, that I will. What is that? This physiology or your body language controls your 55% of the English. Whenever you are communicating, either you are speaking on a stage or one-on-one situation or some sale or at a business or any negotiation, whatever it is, 55% is through your body, through your physiology. How you are using these 60 trillion cells, how you are using this body, that depends on this. The first one, the largest one is your body language. If we will see in that chart, 55, 38, 7, then the largest part is your body language. So I will say some 4 to 5 key areas on which you have to focus on those things, so that your influence in the body language will impact others and you will get influence and your work can be done. So for that, what you have to do, you have to control over your mind and body. Why this is? Because your mental states always reflect on your body, and your body state always reflect on your mind. Always your mind and body will be in the action and reaction. So that is the reason you have to keep your spine straight. The first tip is that always you have to keep your spine straight while you are communicating with others. Maybe that is a group or maybe one-on-one or maybe in an interview or maybe a negotiation deal, whatever may be. At that time, you have to keep your spine straight. And you might be seen in my sessions, the first day I had told you, keep your spine straight, and this is not a normal or a casual webinar. This impact will be there if you will listen by keeping your spine straight. So here that region. Okay. So what happens When your mind reacts with your body, similarly, your body reacts with your mind, there creates the concentration. If you will take an example, suppose you are coming from outside and you are at home, and some people see that your family members see that you are very dull, you are feeling very uh, nervous like this, immediately they are able to identify by seeing your face or by seeing your body postures. Because might be you are physically you are not well, or maybe mentally you are not well. In both the cases, in both the situations, both will react according to. So that is the reason you are getting such type of questions. So the straight spine will send your brain or to the neurons a strong signal that you are feeling confident, your authority, and you are in charge. So that is the reason we have to keep your spine straight. That is the first tip for your body language. The second one is keep your neck straight. If you will keep your neck straight and your forehead relaxed, then your negative state, what is coming within you, like fear, self-doubt, negative thinking, anxiety, anxiousness, or nervousness, all these will. Because whatever these negativities are there, those will be seen in our forehead only. That is the reason sometimes if you will see some spiritual people who are enlightened, so their foreheads are very clean, very shiny, and they don't have any such type of negativities. While if you will see, if you influence with them, or while you are speaking with them, or you are interacting with them, you will feel some good feeling. Because their energy is spreading the frequencies, good frequencies, or you can say good energy to you. Okay. So that is why if you are any spiritually awakened people, our foreheads always will be shine and clean forehead you can able to see. So you also try like that to keep your forehead always relaxed as much as possible. When you are communicating, whenever you are keeping your forehead relaxed, you will get the mental clarity, and with which clarity your ideas will flow, those will be very effective. That means while you are, suppose you are going on a stage to speak something on the stage, always you keep your forehead clean, spine straight, neck straight. So at that time, the ideas which will flow from you, those things will be more effective. Okay, now we had seen till now, the first is the spine to be straight, second is your neck to be straight, and third one is your relaxed foot. Then the fourth point is your eye contact. It is also very important in your body language. In the 55% of huge thing of communication, eye contact is also having a big role. Whenever you are talking to somebody, maintain ideal eye contact. It is very simple thing, but most of the people do the eye contact in a wrong way. Either they contact very less, or they will intensely or deeply stare to somebody. That is wrong. If you will do the eye contact for more time, then it will be called as staring, not eye contact. People will be guarded. They will not be open up himself or herself. They will not come up with you to speak someone or to interact with you. If you are hiding your eye contact, then also they will not feel safe. They will feel you are secretive. So if you will stare more, then they will feel it is dominating, you are controlling. Whereas if you are hiding or you are giving less eye contact, then that will become look like as secret. So to influence somebody, what should be the ideal eye contact we have to keep with others? I will tell you today the secret. The secret is that whenever you are doing the eye contact with anybody, you have to keep your eye contact for that much time in which you can able to identify the color of his or her eye. Just a fraction. You are seeing, you are identified the color, so that, okay, now you can blink the eye. So no need to keep the eye contact continuously like staring. The moment you label the color of an eye in your head, that's it. That is only the ideal duration. Neither it is staring or nor its eye contact is less eye contact. I'm not saying that it is philosophically, these are the study-based things and which will workable. You try yourself, experience that, and automatically you will get the result. So first you have to keep spine straight, keep your neck straight, keep your forehead relaxed, and keep your eye contact that much time. Within that, you can able to know the color of an eye. Now, last but not least, the fifth element is keep smiling face. Do you smile? So you have to continuously do the smiling. Smile. So if you are following all these 5 things, whenever you are getting any opportunity to speak on the stage, just start speaking by keeping all with your spine straight and neck straight and with a smile, and continuously you are viewing all the audience with eye contact and keeping your forehead relaxed, then you will see each and everyone listen to you, because that will show your confidence level there. So from tomorrow, you apply this practically. Whatever may be the situation, apply these 5 elements. Very simple changes you have to do. Not at all any complications are there. Just you start with these 5 things and see the difference. So this is the first parameter, the 55% of your body language in the communication part. Now we'll go for the second one. The second parameter is your tonality. In tonality, your body language is 55% and tonality is your 38%. Can you say anyone what is tone? What is the meaning of tonality? Please type in the chat box. What is the tonality? Pitch or voice in which we are talking. Okay. Fine. Whenever we are talking, two elements are existing in those talking. One is word, another is emotion. While we are talking, not only words are coming out from us, those are coming along with our emotions. A single word can create so many communications. If you take one word as okay, if I am listening somebody, okay. If I will be very astonished, okay, how can it possible? Like this, the same word with a different edge. If you are angry, okay, you can go. This is another expression. This is another emotion. So the same word okay can be expressed in different ways, but the same word we are using. So this is called the tonality. While you are using both the things, your words along with your emotions. So tone is the combination of word and emotion. We human being, while talking, we are saying not only the words, along with that, we are expressing our feelings to reach to the people. We have to pass our right emotions to the people. We have to master the tonality. Suppose that you feel about your product, if you have to deliver that, then you have to communicate accordingly. The right emotions with the right tonality. For that, you have to master the tonality. If you want to express the emotion, it should reflect in your tonality. So someone is receiving the emotion response is based on the tonality of another person. Hence, linguistic means the language and communication. That means 55% of the body language, 38% of the tonality, and 7%. Normally, Babas use trans-tonality or kinesthetic tonality. This tonality naturally downs your thought process and you just start losing yourself. I don't want to imitate anybody, but if you recall and connect with the tonalities of Babas or motivational speakers, a huge difference is there within them. One has deep trance tonality, very slow, and other has high energy, high potential. So different kinds of tonalities create different types of influences and different types of output within you. So the third parameter is your vocabulary. What kind of words you are using for the communication? It has only the 7% of contribution, but still it also impacts. Suppose I will say, if I will say something, some dialogue like this, I have to give a speech tomorrow in the conference, a lot of leaders are attending. But the same vocabulary, if I will use the same meaning with a different vocabulary I will use, tomorrow I have to speak at the conference where many dignitaries will be present. That is the difference. Here, what type of words you are using, that matters. So in this way, we can communicate with others to influence in the form of body language, and tonality, and the vocabulary. So this is what the first level of communication is completed. And the second level of communication we will see tomorrow. Second and third level of communication that we will see in tomorrow, the next session. So hope you people enjoyed the session and like the session. Thank you, all of you. Thanks for your time and patience. Now we will close here this, and rest we will see in our next session. Thank you.